Namaskaram. We will start in a moment. Welcome, Maria.
Welcome. Hello.
Hello. Lovely to see you pop up here.
Yeah, great to see you again. Here we are again.
I know. Like no time has passed.
Yes, it does feel like it.
How's your rehearsals going?
Oh, it's just so busy. That's why I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have 3 weeks left, but because everyone was away and the teacher was away, and so now we have to
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good.
Yes,
That's so exciting.
yeah.
Awesome. Welcome, Leila. So we still have a few moments. Let's see who joins us. It kind of feels like this gathering was pulled together at the last moment, like 5 days ago. Who knows? And yeah, it's kind of maybe you're feeling it too, Maria, like a little bit of spring cleaning in the air for us in the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
And with all that retrograde energy lately, I kind of felt I had a conversation with a friend. She's like, I'm not making any progress. I'm like, I don't think anyone is. It's just not on.
Yeah, it was like, don't even try. Don't even try.
Yeah. But I'm so glad you're offering it because it comes at a time where I think it's really needed, and I definitely needed that ritual and feeling into the new moon and just grounding.
Yeah. It's been quite an upheaving. Was it 3 weeks? So yeah, the retrograde cycle. So it's and then all the other kind of movements, and I think we've still got 6 planets in retrograde at the moment. So yeah, the brakes are being put on in so many different areas, and many things are being unveiled and challenged and delayed and everything else. So but then I've spoken to some other people and they're just like, oh my god, like everything is working out so beautifully for me right now. I'm getting like the job interview of my dreams. I'm doing this. I'm just like, okay, cool. You go for it. Like
That's interesting. Hey, yeah, how it affects us in such a different way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for those people.
I know. I'm just like, I I know. I'm like, how is that possible? How do you like manage to dodge these bullets right now? But yeah. How are you doing, Layla?
Very nice to see you. I'm good. I'm so happy.
Yeah, nice to have you with us. Alrighty, so we still have a minute or so until we officially begin. So feel free to get whatever it is that you need. Yeah, we will need journals, tarot cards if you have any, props for restorative practice, and a candle as well. And yeah, we'll start in a moment. Okay. Let's see who else joins us today. Welcome, Lara. Welcome, gorgeous. Alrighty, so we can make a start. Namaskaram and welcome to this Virgo new moon restorative yoga and somatic movement meditation ritual. So during this gathering, you'll experience a slow moving and deeply restorative practice to reset your nervous system, clarify your vision, plus seed intentions for the coming cycle. So this embodied ritual includes astrological insights, reflective journaling questions, a tarot card reading, followed by a slow moving and deeply restorative lunar prana flow yoga practice. Moving from form to formlessness, our embodied practice transforms into a somatic movement meditation before sinking into a healing and balancing shavasana while being bathed in soft frequencies of sound healing. So you'll need a yoga mat, a candle, writing material, a deck of cards if you have some. If not, I'll be pulling cards on behalf of all, and any props for restorative practice and a blanket perhaps for relaxation time at the end. So I invite you to, let's light our candle, inviting in the emerging light of this Virgo new moon. When I was setting up today, I I kind of felt drawn to use my amethyst candle holder today. And amethyst energy is quite, it's very much about the heart and intuition. So as you light your candle to honor the emerging light of this Virgo new moon, I invite you to align your spine between the heavens and the earth, while enjoying some deep breaths in and out through the nose, creating an internal space for rest, an internal space for reflection, and an internal space for recharging. Perhaps feeling a beautiful inner and outer sigh. You may make a noise, you may need to shift and adjust a little, whatever you need to do to find that place of receptivity, find that place of welcomed rest, find that exhalation, the exhalation which grounds you, which supports you, which nourishes you, and which takes you and lands you into your center. So Virgo's frequency encourages us to embrace our authentic self with compassion, forgiveness, and strength. This season brings an opportunity to show up as you truly are and to realize your inherent self-worth. It's time to let go of self-doubt, perfectionism, and self-criticism as you step into your potential. Allow this Virgo new moon to help you to fully accept and step into your worth and cultivate a life that is a reflection of your heart's desires. You deserve love, you deserve happiness, and you deserve to have people who accept you for who you are. These are not things that you jump through hoops for, rather, they are your birthright as human. So embodying the archetypes of the Virgin, the Maiden, the Goddess, and the Earth Witch. Virgos support us to take the practical steps to really make our dreams manifest in the physical world. They enjoy routine and healthy habits and support systems to bring your sacred calling into the physical manifest. So Virgo is a grounded earth sign that is represented by the Virgin Goddess, which is a symbol of wholeness, inner divinity, and sovereignty. The Virgin Goddess that rules Virgo is not attached to anyone. She is in charge of her own life and fully connected to the divine power that lives within her. And we use these energies of the Virgin Goddess to guide us through this new moon time and remind ourselves that everything that we need is within. No matter what happens, the Virgin Goddess knows that she will be okay. She knows that she will find the strength, wisdom, and knowledge to move through whatever comes her way. And so for our journaling time today, I thought it would be really nice to write a love letter to the goddess, thanking her for her wisdom and her unwavering support. It could just be, like a sentence or two. And then following from that, sharing with her a dedication that you are committing to yourself. So a dedication to self. This could be regarding a new healthy habit you're committing to, a new routine that you're wanting to integrate into your life, or perhaps some practical steps you'll take in the direction of your seed intentions or your heart's desire at this time. So just taking a moment to write a little letter of gratitude to this Virgin Goddess, to this Virgo archetype, to this Virgo new moon, just thanking her for her wisdom, her unwavering support, and followed by a little dedication to self that you're sharing with her. A few more moments with your letter. So you can always come back to this letter. And of course, if you are enjoying the recording, you can always pause here if you need more time as well. And so I suggest to keep this letter somewhere close so you're able to revisit it anytime you feel a little distracted or need a reminder of your commitment to self during this new moon time. So this Virgo new moon prepares us for change. It's the last new moon before the equinox and eclipse season begins. So it's setting the foundation for change that are destined to come. While we may feel stagnation from all the current retrograde activity, this new moon acts as a turning point, lighting a path to help release us from the old. So if you have your cards, I invite you to connect with them now. If you don't have cards, I'll be using this beautiful Oracle deck by a gorgeous friend, Linny, that hand drew, designed each card. And so the question that kind of came to me when I was preparing for this gathering is simply asking for insights and guidance for the best way to navigate change at this time. Yeah, there's so much upheaval and flux and unpredictability, and with all the retrogrades and everything. And so yeah, just kind of asking the heavens for guidance and the best way to navigate change under the emerging light of this new moon time. So let's see, I'll read to you about the card that I chose for us. This card is grace, graciousness, dignified living, kindliness, goodwill, thanksgiving, strengthening influence. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall, said Confucius. We are here to live life in a school of knocks and blows, perhaps, but one which also offers joyous experience and moments of wonder. Sometimes when people are dealt harsh circumstances, they slip very easily into the role of the victim, where others seem to rise above incredibly difficult circumstances to shine the more brightly. The image of this card confused me. Why were the lily pads lying obliquely rather than sitting flat on the water's surface? Oh yeah, you can see that. The water lily was holding its beautiful flower aloft, of course, despite apparent inanition. Grace is the state of gratitude for all of life's experiences. This card reminds me of a very beautiful young woman who passed recently. Although she was very much loved, life was nevertheless a challenge for her, as she was trapped in the most unobliging body. And still she wore the most heavenly smile and angelic face and laughed often. Now that is the essence of grace. So the question we pondered, or I asked, was insights and guidance for the best way to navigate change at this time. And I got the card grace. Graciousness, dignified living, kindness, goodwill, thanksgiving, strengthening influence. Our greatest glory is not never falling, but in rising every time we fall. And maybe that resonates. That's a pretty potent one. So as we align and tap into this Virgo illumination, become aware of the conditionings you're placing on yourself for love and acceptance. Begin to teach yourself that you are worthy of love, acceptance, and fulfilled dreams. You do not have to be perfect to receive love and be worthy. You do not have to do anything more than be exactly who you are right now. So that's like the biggest Virgo message at this time is just simply, no need to strive for perfection, no need to get hung up on the detail. Just simply show up just as you are in your glorious, gracious self. And just allow everything to be as it shall be. Okay, so let's begin to shift into practice now. I'm going to take the card and the candle over the little altar. Graciousness. So I invite you to, we're going to start seated. So I invite you to come to a comfortable seat on your mat. You may be on a cushion or a bolster. I'm going to sit in Vajrasana Hero's pose, but you're welcome to sit however suits you. Palms facing up, eyes lightly closed. Once again, just feeling into the rhythm and flow of your breath, feeling into the rise and fall of your breath rhythm. Once again, aligning your spine with the heavens and the earth, between the heavens and the earth. Just feeling into that re-emergence of the light once more after her cocooning phase. And softening the crown, softening the jaw and the tongue. Softening the shoulders, the back of the heart, the diaphragm. And softening the fire in the heart. Just relaxing from the shoulders to the elbows, elbows to the wrists to the fingertips. Receptivity in the palms of the hands. Softening the belly, the lower belly, the lower back, the glutes, the yoni, the inner and outer thighs, the knees, the calves and the shins, the ankles, tops of the feet, soles of the feet, and the tips of the toes. Just feeling a shower of softness pouring down upon you. The emerging light of the new moon gently begins to come out from her darkness. And here you're welcome to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can have both hands on your heart or both hands on your belly, wherever is comfortable for you. Just feeling into your physical body at this time. Virgo being an earth sign, very much about the physical experience of being human. So feeling into your sacred earthy body. Feeling into what is arising for you in this moment. This idea of showing up with grace. This idea of not being hung up on the detail. Is there hesitation? Is there resistance? Is there a sigh of relief? And here you're welcome to Connect with an intention, your seed intention for this time, your seed intention for change, your seed intention that is being transformed, the seed intention which is being birthed from this time of retrograde. Some of us are moving into the blossoming of springtime after the winter hibernation. And some of us are beginning to transform into autumn time after the illuminating light of the sun. So the equinox is coming next week. And so that in itself is another aspect of transformation and change. So just breathing into these two power centers in your body. Just allowing your seed intention to formulate that which you are seeding, watering, fertilizing, grounding into and offering at this time. You may simply just choose your intention to be aham, I am, just pure I am present. Breathing it all in, allowing it to settle, allowing it to take root, allowing it to solidify and merge with the fire in your heart, the fire in your belly. Feeling this collective surge of energy as Mercury finishes its retrograde cycle. Feeling into the freedom, the fluidity, and of course the grace. And here we exhale, turning both palms as they extend down towards the earth. We inhale, both arms rise. And exhaling Apana Vayu as the hands down towards the earth. Inhaling, arms wide. And exhaling. Grounding, calming present. Inhaling and exhaling. That's it. Beginning now to exhale through the mouth with the Apana breath. We inhale, arms rise. Exhaling through the mouth. And again. Pacifying the Vata mind. Clearing stagnation, cloudiness, dizziness, whatever it may be. And then enjoying the Pranava Om, 3 cycles, arms rise and open. Om. Twice more. Om. Inhaling. Om. Final round in silence, internalizing the vibration, internalizing the blessing. Resting palms facing up on the thighs once more. Here the backs of the hands connect, fingertips lead as they trace along Sushumna Nadi through the heart, the throat, the third eye, and over the crown of the head. Arms open into prana mudra, flowering above the crown. Inhale, we gather the arms above the crown, leading with the fingertips back so the hands connect, tracing Sushumna Nadi through the palate of the mouth, the throat, the heart, the navel, turning the fingers as we trace along Sushumna Nadi once more, coming up over the crown of the head as the arms flower open into prana mudra, tracing that million-petaled lotus as it's above the crown. Inhale, gathering, backs of the hands connect, leading with the fingertips. Involuting the fingers as they turn, tracing Sushumna Nadi once more, coming up along the spine, allowing them to flower over the crown of the head. That's it, opening. And this time as we exhale, gathering the hands above the crown, leading with the fingertips. Coming down. And here we open the knees as we extend the arms forward into like a mini pranam. Resting here, forehead on the mat, palms touch. On your next inhalation, just like the tide, we draw the hands back along the mat, involuting the fingers, leading with the fingertips as they come up and over the crown of the head. Prana mudra with the arms, opening to the illuminating light of the moon. Inhale, we gather, involuting the fingers, leading with those fingertips as they come on down. Tracing through your earthy body, connecting to the earth, and offering a prayer, resting the forehead. Inhaling, drawing the arms back along the earth. Involuting the fingers, leading with the fingertips back so the hands connect. Rising up. Flowering the arms open, this time full circle as they come round behind you. Hands, fingertips onto the mat or hands in on the sacrum as we inhale, lift the heart. And exhale and fold into the pranam. Pausing here for an inhalation. Full cycle of breath. And then on your next inhalation, gather the hands back. Tracing over the thighs, either fingertips on the mat behind you or hands to the sacrum, lifting the heart. Bhakti Vadrasana. And exhaling, extending the arms forward. Full cycle of breath here. On your next inhalation, drawing the hands back. Over your thighs, to the mat behind you, or to the sacrum, Bhakti Vadrasana. And exhaling, folding forward. This time sliding all the way through into Sphinx. That's it. Elbows underneath the shoulders, lifting the heart forward and up. And exhaling, chin to chest, empty out the mind, empty out rigidity, any type of unnecessary holding on to any ideas of perfectionism, holding on, letting go of anything that you're holding on to in terms of not progressing, not taking those steps forward in the direction of your dreams because something isn't right. Just letting it go and getting out of your own way as we empty the mind. That's it. You can roll the shoulders a little. Fluidity in the spine. We inhale, lifting the heart. And exhale, pranam, palms touch, flaring the elbows, forehead to the mat. Gentle sway with the hips from side to side. Enjoying 3 exhalations through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Twice more. Last time. On your next inhalation, hands slide underneath the shoulders. Palms flat or fingertips, cobra wave, climb up through the spine, only coming as high as feels good on the body. Exhaling forward and down. That's it. Twice more. Inhaling, climbing up through the spine. And exhale. Last time. Inhaling. And exhaling. That's it. Inhaling, pressing down to rise. Back onto hands and knees. That's it. Toes tuck under. Reaching the arms forward as you extend the hips back, feeling that traction along the spine, stretching, growing longer. Pausing here. And from here, we begin to circle the body around in one direction, circling the torso. As if you're drawing a circle on your mat with your belly button. Stretching out the hips, spine. And hips to heels. Changing direction, just reversing your movement. That's it. Nice and gentle. And exhaling, hips to heels. Releasing back as the arms reach forward. And from here, drawing the hands back towards the thighs. The toes are already tucked under, and we simply lift the hips. Begin to straighten the legs, come into a forward fold. Hands can be on the thighs, shins, fingertips on the mat as we lift and lengthen halfway, drawing the heart forward. And exhale and fold, knees can bend, hugging in the knees. Twice more, inhaling. Either hands on the thighs, shins, fingertips on the mat, drawing the heart forward. And exhale and fold, knees can bend. Last time, inhaling. And exhaling, that's it. Welcome to hold the opposite wrist, holding opposite forearms, elbows, wherever you reach, chin to chest. Holding deeply. We inhale, lift and lengthen halfway as the hands come to the sacrum, massaging down the backs of the legs, giving the earthy body some love. And sliding the hands out into plank. That's it. And here we simply lift the hips into our downward facing dog. Deep breaths here as we inhale, lifting the heels. And exhaling, extending the heels to the back of the mat. Inhaling, heels lift, pulsations in downward dog. And exhale, extending those heels away. Last 10. Inhaling, stepping the feet together. exhale, heels ground. Inhale, left leg rises, spreading the toes, reaching back and up. And exhale slowly, left foot next to the right. Inhaling, right leg rises, spreading the toes, reaching back and up. And exhale slowly, knee to navel, coiling in, stepping the foot through. So if the foot just comes halfway, pick it up, shift it forward, back knee down. You can always have padding underneath the back knee if you need it. Fingertips or fists here. You're also welcome to have the hands on blocks, if that's more accessible for you. Just breathing here into the hips, drawing the heart forward. Welcome to lightly close the eyes. Enjoying a rhythmic vinyasa here as we inhale, begin to shift the hips back into Ardha Hanuman. Pausing. And inhaling, bending the front knee back into Anjayanasana, into lunge. Pausing. And really slowing it down. Shifting the hips back into Ardha Hanuman. Pausing. And coming into Anjayanasana. Pausing. On your next inhalation, coming on up, we gather just like in our opening movement meditation, gathering the backs of the hands, fingertips towards the navel, the arms rise, tracing Sushumna Nadi through the heart, the third eye, the crown flowering open. That's it. The arms full circle, they come round behind you, Ardha Hanuman. Breathing here into the hips. Bending the front knee, calming forward as we inhale. And exhaling, right foot next to the left. That's it. Toes tuck under. And we lift the hips back and up into Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. Inhaling, both heels lift. And exhaling, grounding the heels to the back of the mat. Twice more, inhaling and exhale. Last time. Stepping the feet together, right leg rises, spreading the toes, reaching back and up. And exhale slowly, right foot next to the left. Inhaling, left leg rises. And exhaling, big step between the hands. Back knee down, padding underneath the back knee if you need it. Front knee over that front ankle. Fingertips or fists. Hands on block. Breathing here. On your next inhalation, pressing back, Ardha Hanuman. Deep breath. Pausing. On your next inhalation, bending that front knee, coming forward, gazes to the sky. You're welcome to close the eyes here. You can relax the jaw, part the lips. Shifting the hips back, Ardha Hanuman. Pausing. Bending that front knee, coming forward. Pausing once more. On your next inhalation, rising on up, gather the hands at the navel, back so the hands connect, leading with the fingertips, tracing a long Sushumna Nadi through the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, opening the arm. And slowly, hands come down behind you, coming into Adho Hanuman once more. Bending that front knee, coming forward, gazes to the sky. Drinking in the sublime soma, the sublime nectar, this transformational new moon, the blessing of the Virgin Goddess, empowering us to take care of ourselves, drawing left knee back to meet the right. Coming into Anahata, keeping the hips high, walking the hands forward. Gentle pulsations here, drawing the heart towards the mat as the belly lifts. Inhaling, tucking in the chin, round the spine. And exhaling. Twice more, inhaling. And exhaling. Last time. Resting forehead or chin on the mat or on a block, wherever's comfortable. Sliding through forearm plank, drawing the heart forward and up. You can always place a blanket or padding underneath the hip bones if you have lower back sensitivity. And chin to chest once more as we empty out rigidity, unnecessary holding, anything which is telling us that we are less than who we are. You're welcome to exhale through the mouth here. Shaking off the heaviness, the retrograde, shaking off the upheaval, the unpredictability. And exhaling, pranam, palms touch, forehead to the earth, lowering down. Exhaling fully, remembering your intention, returning again and again to your offering, the emerging light of the moon, returning again and again to that which ignites your heart fire. On your next inhalation, hands slide underneath the shoulders. Palms slide or fingertips curve a wave as we climb up through the spine. And exhaling forward and down. Only coming as high as feels good in your body. Inhaling. And exhaling. That's it. Tending to your earthy body, your earthy needs, your experience of being human in this physical body. Pressing back onto hands and knees. That's it. From here, toes tuck under. We're simply going to draw the hips back towards the heels. Let's place the left foot just so you can see, placing the left foot where the left knee was. So we come into a little bit of a hip opening here as we continue to reach the arms forward. Exhaling, shoulders over the wrist, left knee where the left foot was, and switching sides as the right foot comes to where the right knee was, hips to heels, releasing back. Inhaling, shoulders over the wrists, right knee down. Changing sides, left foot comes where the left knee was. So this left foot's pretty much in alignment with that right knee. And inhaling, left knee down. And right foot where the right knee was. Broadening the sacrum, opening the hip. Right knee down. Last time either side. Left foot comes where that left knee was. From here, we walk the hands over to the right. Keep pressing this left knee away as the arms walk over to the right, to wherever's comfortable. You can rest your head on the mat or on a block. Breathing into that left side waist, the left hip. You can sigh, you can make a noise, you can exhale through the mouth. Inhaling, calming up, and walking the hands over to the left. You can bend the elbows, rest the head on the hands, rest the head on a block or on the mat, wherever's comfortable. Exhaling, walking the hands back to center. Lifting up, shoulders over the wrists, left knee down. And right foot where the right knee was, hips to heels. Releasing the hips back, extending the arms forward, breathing into that right hip. And from here, inhaling, first of all, walking the hands away from that bent knee. So keeping that right knee nice and open, that right leg is at a right angle. Arms reaching to the left. Forehead on the hands, forehead on a block, forehead on the mat. Pressing into the hands, walking through the center, over to the right side towards that bent knee. Breathing along the left side way. And inhaling, coming back through center, pausing. Inhaling, shoulders over the wrist, calming forward. That's it. Toes are still tucked under, hips to heels, drawing the hands back. Coming into our standing forward bend once more. Hands to the sacrum, massaging down the backs of the legs. Giving our earthly body some love. And holding opposite wrists, opposite elbows, or you're welcome to, if you have the flexibility, crossing the wrists and holding the opposite shins. You can bend the knees here, thread the arms through, holding opposite shins, and you can bend the knees and straighten them. It's giving yourself a beautiful adjustment here, a beautiful self-assist. That's it. Releasing the arms, gliding the hands out into plank. That's it. Lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Feet together as we inhale, direct path now, right leg rises, spreading the toes, reaching back and up. And exhaling, knee to navel, coiling in, stepping the foot through. That's it. Gazes to the sky, fingertips surface, hands can also be on blocks. Breathing into the hips. And inhaling, hips deep, drawing the hips back, Ardha Hanuman. Bending that front knee, slowly shifting forward, opening. Gazes to the sky. And exhaling back. Full cycle of breath before transitioning back into Anjayanasana. And exhaling after your full cycle of breath. And here in the Ardha Hanuman, you're welcome to begin to walk the hands around to the left. Pausing, breathing into that right side waist. And walking the hands back through center. They come over to the right, so they come over the right leg. Breathing into that left side waist. Back through center, full cycle of breath once more. Bending that front knee, coming forward, gazes to the sky. And from here, shifting that right foot over to the left as we come down into La Pigeon. In place, block, props underneath that right hip if you need the extra padding here. Just using your fingers, your hands to gently align the hips, shifting from side to side. In prana flow, we don't really focus so much on bringing this shin in alignment with the top of the mat. Really working with the intelligence of your body and the alignment of your hips and what feels good in this moment. Breathing here. You're welcome to stay high here, or you can also come down onto your forearms. Feel free to grab a block. You also align the hips once again here. Just feeling the movement like a massage. Feeling the gentle sway, rhythm in your hips as we gently coax the body to soften, allowing the movement to be like a massage. You may or may not need the block. Some of you may be able to come down, resting the forehead on the mat, on your hands, wherever you land. Enjoying 3 exhalations through your mouth here. Twice more. Remembering your intention, your offering to the emerging light of the moon, the Virgin Goddess. On your next inhalation, beginning to transition, drawing that left hip forward as we slide that right leg back, toes tucked under, extending that wonderful right leg to the sky as we liberate that hip. Slowly, right foot next to the left. Inhaling, left leg to the sky, spreading the toes, reaching back and up. Exhaling, knee to navel, coiling in, stepping it through, back knee down. Fingertips, fists, hands on blocks, drawing the heart forward, opening, pausing, breathing and receiving. And slowly, Adho Hanuman, drawing the hips back, breathing into the hips, the hamstring. Full cycle of breath. Bending that front knee, coming forward, gazes to the sky. Inhaling, shifting the hips back. Inhaling, Anjayanasana. And exhaling. We come into Adho Hanuman, walking the hands over to the right, beginning to explore here. Breathing along the spine, the side waist, the hips. Walking the hands through center and over that leg to the left. That's it. Coming through center once more, full cycle of breath. As the inhalation returns, bending that front knee, coming forward, gazes to the sky, breathing here. And shifting that wonderful left foot over to the right, coming down into La Pigeon. Using props underneath the left hip if you need it. Using the support of the hands. Gently aligning your hips, adjusting. Breathing. Surrendering again and again to softness, to surrender, to the opposite of rigidity. You're welcome to stay here, or you may come down, say halfway, using a block. Continue to draw the heart forward. Crown of the head is extending away from those back toes. And optional to come all the way down to the earth if you have the flexibility, the mobility in your hips. Enjoying 3 exhalations through the mouth here. Remembering your intention, your aham, I am present. Planting those seed intentions deep into the fertile soil of this new moon time. As your inhalation returns, drawing the hands back. And shifting that wonderful left leg next to the right. Toes tuck under, lifting the hips. Liberating that left leg to the sky. Slowly left foot next to the right. Deep breaths here. Pulsations, downward dog. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, extending the heels to the back of the mat. Twice more, inhaling and exhaling. Last time. Inhaling, lifting the heels, knees come down, feet together, knees wide, hips to heels, reaching the arms forward. Pausing here, forehead to the mat. Pressing into the hands, lifting the head. I'm going to keep this left arm extended, right arm comes underneath as we stretch out the shoulders. Reaching that left arm nice and long. Depending on your shoulder flexibility, you may be here, close to the earth, or perhaps you'll be on the forearm of the right hand, of the right arm. Yeah. Once again, no pressure or strain needed. You may be here or you may be here. And switching sides. So extend the right arm now. Left arm comes under. Your left shoulder may be connected to the mat, depending on your flexibility, or it could just be your forearm. Breathing into the shoulders. Practicing compassion for the self. And inhaling, coming back. Extending both arms, bending the elbows this time. Hands come to the back of the neck, back of the head. You're welcome to give yourself a little massage here in the neck, in the head area. You can interlock the fingers using the thumbs. You may even reach the shoulders, top of the shoulders. Giving yourself a little bit of self-massage here. The shoulders, the neck, the head. Reaching the arms long as we circle the body around in one direction. And then reversing the movement. And set. Shoulders over the wrists. Making your way into a comfortable seat as we shift into our Somatic Movement Meditation before our relaxation. So here you're welcome to, we've been working a lot with the hips and the hamstrings during this practice. So you're welcome to sit in seated wide-legged position. Of course, you can also be in cross-legged, you can sit in a chair for this, you can sit on the couch, you can even lay down if you like. Yeah, but we will be transitioning onto our backs for shavasana in a moment for our relaxation. But for this practice, it's finding yourself into a comfortable seat. If you'd like to join me, arms facing up, shifting from form to formlessness. We come into a self-love, self-appreciation, self-gratification, movement meditation for the self, for the somatic body, for the emotional body. Just enjoy 3 exhalations through the mouth, softening the jaw, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth twice more. Last time. Beginning to scan the body from the crown to the fingertips and the toes. Just taking your awareness to the different places in the body as I name them. The intention of relaxing, of softening, of letting go. And as I name those body parts, you may feel an impulse to move them. They may need a little bit of movement to relax, to soften. So just allowing that movement to arise. Allowing the breath to flow naturally throughout. Taking your awareness to the crown of the head. Just softening the hairline, the hair follicles. The back of the neck. The eyes. The jaw and the tongue. The throat. The right shoulder, the left shoulder. The right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade. The elbows. The wrists and fingertips. The ribs. The diaphragm. The kidneys and adrenals. Digestive organs. Entire length of your spine, from the tailbone, the base of the skull, Feeling into how the spine wants to be expressed. How the spine feels called to move. How the energy travels and weaves itself through the Sushumna Nadi. Softening the pelvis here and the hips, the yoni, the danda, the glutes, the sit bones. And the energy travels down along that right thigh, the left thigh, the right knee, the left knee, the right calf and shin, the left calf and shin, the ankles, spiraling the energy around the ankles, allowing the ankles to move and to be expressed any way they feel they need to. Feeling into the toes, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet. Continue to feel the connectivity from the crown to the fingertips, to the toes. Broadening, expanding, elongating, growing. You may enjoy forward fold. You may change position of your legs completely. You have permission here. You have permission to unwind in any way that feels good for you. You have permission here to massage and to touch yourself in a loving, kind, caring way. Knowing that the Virgo archetype is an advocate for self-care. The Virgo archetype is she gives permission to be empowered, to feel good in your body. Feeling into your strength, your flexibility, your mobility, the rotation of your joints, the elongation and the expansion of your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments. Feeling into the connectivity of your fingertips and the tips of your toes, your heart and your navel, your crown and your tailbone. Under the emerging light of this Virgo new moon, you have permission to authentically be you. That is what she's calling for. That is what she is embracing you, encouraging you, and really holding you accountable for. Remembering your love letter and the commitment to self. That's it. Enjoying 5 more breaths here. Moving and exploring, touching and massaging the body. And as you feel complete, making your way into stillness, placing both hands on the belly, both hands on the heart, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Feeling the restfulness, the reflective nature of a slow-moving somatic experience. Just enjoy 3 exhalations through the mouth before transitioning into our relaxation, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth twice more. Last time. And here you're welcome to stay exactly as you are. Or you're welcome to recline on back, set yourself up, bolsters, cushions, pillows, blankets, whatever you feel called to use to support yourself in this relaxation and this gentle winding down, keeping the warmth in your body, keeping the act of loving kindness to the self. You can prop up your knees, place your head on a cushion. You're also welcome to enjoy Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Softness in the belly, softness in the mind, softness in the yoni. Slowly and lovingly beginning to transition from doing into being into receiving, receiving into witnessing. As I play some music for you. Relaxing again and again into your essence. Luminosity permeates the universe, and the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listening to the inner sound continually, become one with the secret one. Luminosity permeates the entire universe, and the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listening to the inner sound continuously, become one with the secret, sacred sound. Luminosity permeates the universe, and the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listening to the inner sound continually, become one with the secret, sacred sound. Luminosity permeates the entire universe, and the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listening to the inner sound continually, become one with the secret, sacred sound. Breathing it all in. Allowing it to land. Allowing the luminosity of the emerging light of the moon to permeate your entire being, your entire inner and outer experience. Feeling the inner vibration of the sacred hum. Feeling into the never-ending, never-beginning, continual vibration of that secret, sacred sound. Just enjoying 5 more breaths in your restfulness. 5 more deep, restoring, replenishing breath. On your next inhalation, drawing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just feeling into these two power centers here and remembering your affirmation, your prayer, your wish, your seed intention to the emerging light of this Virgo new moon. And the lead up to the equinox, the eclipse season. Feeling into the potential of the mystery that lies ahead, the unknown, the excitement of rebirth that's coming. Very gently in your own time, deepening your breath as you gather your awareness back into your body, back into the space. Feeling the tongue in the mouth. The movement ripples out to your fingers and toes. Stretching the arms, legs grow nice and long. Reaching the hands overhead, spreading the fingers, spreading the toes. In your own time, rolling to one side, giving yourself a little hug. Pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands in Anjali Mudra, eyes slightly closed. Inhaling, arms rise over the crown in Jaya Mudra, Mudra of Victory. Exhaling with an arm as the arms open, deep inhalation. Om. Bring Shanti or peace as the hands come back to the heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Palms touch, fingertips lightly touch the forehead. 3 words of gratitude for yourself in this practice. For your authenticity, for your truth, and for your presence. Namaste.